Welcome back to the Versus series. It's a bit late, but anyways, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. The last Versus video, being Inferno vs Reborn, has become my best video yet, pulling 4.3k views, which is absolutely mental, so thanks to everyone who helped make that real. I mean, even Digital Dan commented on the video. That's quite an achievement. Although, hey, what's this comment? From the enormous amount of people who liked it, there were tons of requests for a sequel, so I'm back today to make it happen. Here's a quick recap on how these videos work. Some of Alton Towers and Thorpe Park's most compared coasters will go head-to-head in 3 different categories, those being the layout, the theming, and the area. When one wins in a category, it gets a point. The coaster with the most points by the end wins. Or basically first to 2. Every comparison will lead up to the final video where I compare both parks and answer the age-old question of which is better. There will also be a small bit talking about the pod, which won't affect the final score because it's not my opinion. And one last thing, this is an extremely controversial video, probably more than the last. So for those of you with strong opinions, or that can be easily triggered, please do not watch any further, and for those of you that won't, like I said last time, please just be civil in the comments, my god. The last video's comments weren't all exactly nice ones. We want peace. If not for me, then for the Nemesis Monkey. But before I go any further, and if you do going to enjoy this video, then please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. But now without further ado, let's get straight into it. To be completely honest, I don't really like coasters that's only purpose is to look intimidating because they're not very interesting. They focus on my looks rather than a good ride experience, usually making me feel ill coming off, and the majority of them don't even have good or creative layouts. Unfortunately, that's Stealth's and Rita's whole coaster model's point, to intimidate. So many of them basically have the exact same top hat layout as well, with Top Thrill Dragster, Red Force, King Dakar, Thought was randomly shut and announced it's getting imploded. Like, what do you mean imploded? And one of the coasters we're discussing today, Stealth, all being almost identical. When I said they made me feel ill coming off, I wasn't joking. I went on Stealth in the summer and because of the launch I almost came out throwing up. One of the worst rollercoaster experiences I've ever had. Not infusion bad, but still quite bad. Rita, on the other hand, doesn't follow the basic top hat layout, but instead follows the quite basic, but slightly more interesting figure 8. It fits the racing theme with it looking a lot more like a racetrack and having multiple laps around like a race. But meanwhile with Stealth, name me a single racetrack that has a top hat. On top of that, Rita's layout not only fits the theme more, but also avoids the tree line, which is a point I'll bring up in more categories. In case I haven't made it obvious enough, then I prefer Rita. Also, both Rita and the absolutely god-tier ride, the Flying Fish, follow a similar figure 8 layout. And the Flying Fish is peak, so you know, it's not that big of a surprise, isn't it? This may seem like an obvious win for one of these rides, but it's much more complex than you'd have thought. Stealth's whole area is jam-packed full of Easter eggs, such as the posters showing the race between Stealth and Rita, the subtle details, such as the road leading up to the area, and the absolutely amazing smell of Ben & Jerry. And just an overall nice colour scheme as well, with the strong reds, whites and blues all coming together to create a welcoming and just an overall fantastic vibe. Just a quick note, but for something called Stealth, that's not a very stealthy colour scheme. At least Rita has some dark green sections of blending with the tree line. Now that is what I call stealth. Speaking of Rita, I've said on many occasions that the Dark Forest will be restored to Ugland, but for what it is, it's not too bad. Like the majority of Towers' lineup, it not only avoids crossing the tree line, but even goes as far as to use it to their advantage, with this one's specific theme being the Dark Forest, and it takes place in, well, our forests. Speaking of cars, both Stealth and Rita have the best roller coaster cars
in the world.
I don't know whether they're called trains or cars though, so I might pull a poll up asking which one you guys think's right. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Personally, I think out of the 2 that we're actually talking about today, Stealth is the best looking of the 2. I don't know, I just like red cars. I think Lightning McQueen and Rory the racing car might have a lot to contribute to that. Overall though, although I've talked about the other one a lot more, I prefer Stealth. One thing I can appreciate both for those is that they both have really big entrances. Rita's area, the Dark Forest, has a lot to offer, starting off with their food selection. They have hot tasty baguettes, grab and go wraps, kids meals and chips, and probably many more that I've forgotten. To go alongside their food selection, their drink options are water refill stations, a refreshment refill station, and multiple drink shops. Along with that, there are many carnival-type games that I couldn't even name if I tried. I do remember the basketball games, though. The poor toys hanging, Jesus Christ. Stealth's area technically only contains Ben & Jerry's, but if you count Big Easy Boulevard, then it's a whole different story. It contains less food and drink options, with there only being churros, waffles and shakes, Boulevard Bites, and a Burger King, but the substantiality of the Burger King single-handedly obliterates Rita's options. Even in the grand scheme of things, it exceeds Rita's options, with it even containing a toilet block and a wide variety of flat rides, those being Detonator, Big Easy Bumpers, Double Tea Party, and a 4D Cinema. Which takes us down to this. As much as including Big Easy Boulevard for Stealth would have given Rita no chance whatsoever, at the end of the day, Big Easy Boulevard is its own area, with Stealth being anti-speedway contained to only the rectangle within the track, meaning the coaster claiming the third and final point is... drumroll please.
Hold on tight, you must escape.
Rita, formerly known as the Queen of Speed. 78% of the poll voted for Stealth, with the remaining 22% voting for Rita. It wasn't a very unexpected outcome given the general consensus is that Stealth is superior, but I disagree. If you've enjoyed this video and excited to see more of the Versus series, then please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. But for now, goodbye.